Om Sri Sai Ram. We are coming to the last part of this particular chapter, and today and in the next session we will take up some miscellaneous problems. Miscellaneous exercise basically consists of all that which we have studied in this particular chapter in the previous sessions. So sometimes you find problems being very simple, and sometimes the problems which we have not attempted, such complicated problems also become across. To begin with the miscellaneous exercise of this particular chapter number 9, we are taking up four problems today, and then we'll pick up 4 more problems in the next session. Let us begin this session with the second problem of the exercise. The problem is, find the area between the curves y equal to x and y equal to x square. This is a very simple problem for a simple reason that y equal to x is a straight line. We have solved a problem where y was equal to modulus of x, and then y equal to x square is a parabola. So let us take up and solve this problem. So how do you solve? We solve them simultaneously so that we will know where the line is meeting the curve. So solve them simultaneously. So in place of y, we can write x is x. So we have y equal to x square. This can be written as x equal to x square, or x square minus x equal to 0. X is common, x minus 1 equal to 0. This gives you either x equal to 0 or x equal to 1. If x is 0, y is 0. Or if x is 1, y is 1. So they meet at origin, that is 0, 0 and 1, 1. Now, to draw the graph, what is the curve? Y equal to x square. Take the points x and y. X is 0, y is 0. X is plus or minus 1, y is 1. X is plus or minus 2, it is 4. X square equal to y is a parabola which opens upwards. Okay? We will just draw a rough diagram. We will not go into detail. The x values are only 1 and 2. Similarly, here we have minus 1 and minus 2, whereas y values we have up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plot the points. X is 0, y is 0. This is the origin, and this itself is a first point. X is 1, y is 1. Similarly, when x is minus 1 also it is 1. When x is 2, it is 4. And when it is minus 2, it is also 4. So draw the graph. So this is the parabola. Come to the line y equal to x. Y equal to x is a very simple, because when x is 1, y equal to x is a very simple, x and y are same points, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, etc. So this is 0, 0, this is 1, 1 is already there. For 2 it is 2. So join these points. Yes, join these points. This is the line which is representing y equal to x, whereas this parabola is representing y equal to x square. He says find the area between these two curves. So basically we want to find out this thin area. How to find out? We already called it O. Let us say from here we draw a perpendicular. Let us say we call it A, we call it B. The required area OABO equal to, see the limits, this is 0, this is 1. So it is 0 to 1. What is up? It is the straight line. And what is its equation? Y equal to x. So it is x dx minus. From that we will subtract this area which is empty. So how do you get it? Take the equation of the curve x square dx and integrate between 0 and 1. Integral of x is x square by 2 and integral of x square is x cube by 3. The limits are 0 to 1. Simplify. So it is 1 by 2 so it is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 equal to 1 by 6 square units. So this is the answer as far as first problem is concerned. Yes, take up this fourth problem. Different than the problems which we have solved. Why? Because of the modulus function. So how do we define modulus function? Before even you go and solve the problem, we say y is equal to modulus of x plus 3 is equal to x plus 3 when x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0 or x is greater than or equal to minus 3. And same y is also equal to minus of x plus 3 when it is less than, when x is less than minus 3. So we have basically two things. One is x plus 3, another is minus x plus 3. And what is that he is asking? He says evaluate minus 6 to 0 modulus of x plus 3. So how do you evaluate? We will say hence minus 6 to 0 modulus of x plus 3 can be written into two parts. One is minus 6 to minus 3, because for less than minus 3 this is the function minus of x plus 3 dx plus minus 3 to 0 x plus 3. We also need to draw the graphs. Sketch the graph, he said. So first we have to sketch the graph. So how do you sketch the graph? In order to sketch the graph, what we do? We take that y equal to x plus 3, y equal to x plus 3, and take x and y values. X is 0, y is 3, x is 1, y is 4, x is 2, y is 5, x is minus 1, it is 2, etc. Similarly, take the negative one also, y equal to minus of x plus 3. Same x and y values. X is 0, this is minus 3, x is 1, this is minus 4, x is 2, it is minus 5, x is, let us say, minus 1, it is minus 2. Both we have to first draw it. we are taken values of x from 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Similarly, negative side, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. And here, you can say 1, the maximum value is 5, okay? So 2, 3, 4, 5. Plot the points. First we will take up y equal to x plus 3. X is 0, y is 3. X is 1, y is 4. X is 1, y is 4. And when x becomes 0, when y is 3. Okay? So 0, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5. 2 if you take it is 5. So anyway, all said and done, it is just a straight line. So even if you join 2 points, you will get the same answer. You don't need to take more points. If you take minus 1, it is 2. Okay, so similarly, if you take minus 2, you will get 1. Minus 3, you will get 0. So if you join these points, this is one straight line. It is not exactly looking like straight line, but still. Okay, let us assume that it is going through that. So that is one line. Now come to the second line. X is 0. X is 0, it is minus 3. X is 1, it is minus 4. X is 2, it is minus 5. X is minus 1, it is minus 2. Okay, so join these points, and if you take minus 2 for example here, minus 2 plus 3 will become 1, as a result you will get minus 1, and if you take minus 3 it will become 0. So when x is minus 3, our function is y equal to modulus of x plus 3. Modulus of x plus 3 is x plus 3 when x is greater than or equal to minus 3. And it is minus of x plus 3. Minus of x plus 3 means minus x minus 3. So for both we have taken the points. When x is 0 it is 3, when x is 1 it is 4, etc. When we took minus sign, when x is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3, so it is minus 3. When you take 1, it is minus 4, etc. Okay. What is important is this particular function is defined when x is greater than minus 3. Greater than minus 3 means this way. And it is less than minus 3, this is the function. Now, what is the area we need to calculate? That's what is the thing. So, we can say, in this particular manner we can take the area and calculate the area. How do you calculate the area? We can say, let us say this is A, this is B, and this is C. So we will say calculate the area. So it is minus sign, you put it outside. For x plus 3 it is x square by 2 plus 3x. The limits are minus 6 to minus 3, and then plus same x square by 2 plus 3x, and the limits are minus 3 to 0. Minus 3 square is 9 by 2, minus 9, minus 6 square is 36 by 2 is 18, minus 6 into, remember when we substitute lower limit, we take negative sign. Minus 6 square is 36 by 2 is 18, minus 6 into 3 is minus 18, so in turn it will become plus 18. This also you can take it minus 0. If you substitute, the whole thing will become 0. the limits are minus 3 to 0, so this becomes 0, and substitute the lower limit minus, this middle sign is plus, this is minus 3 square is 9 by 2. Remember, when we are substituting lower limit, we have to take the negative sign. So minus 3 square by 2 is 9 by 2 minus 3 into 3 is minus 9. So in turn it will become plus 9. Simplify. Here minus 18 plus 18 will get cancelled. Open the bracket. So what is that you are getting? Minus 9 by 2 plus 9 minus 9 by 2 plus 9. 9 plus 9, 18. Minus 9 by 2 minus 9 by 2 will become minus 9. So the answer is 9 square units. So this is the answer for this particular problem. From here we move on to the next problem. Yes, let us take up this as new problem. New in the sense, till now all functions which we have dealt, most of them were polynomial functions. Now for the first time we have a trigonometric function. And the limits are 0 to 2 pi. So first and foremost we need to draw the graph. So how do you draw the graph? It is, our function is y equal to sin x. So take the values x and y. X is 0. We know sin 0 is 0. Pi by 2. Sin 90, it is 1. Pi. Sin 180 degrees. Sin 180 plus 0 is sin 0. So sin 0 is 0. 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2, 270 degrees. It is minus 1. 2 pi is again 0. So let us draw the graph of this particular function first. Let us say this is 1 and this is minus 1. And the values which we are taking, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. When it is 0, it is 0. For pi by 2, it is 1. Then it is 0. And then for 3, this is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Okay. So for 3 pi by 2 it is minus 1. And then for 2 pi again it is 0. So see the graph. The graph goes somewhat like this. Somewhat like this. So some part is above x-axis and some part is below x-axis. So how do you calculate the area? You can see that whatever is the area above, it is same below. So if you add both, you will get 0 because one will be positive, another will be negative. So what is the way out? We take the modulus. So we will say shaded area equal to 0 to 2 pi modulus of sin x dx. Now the question is why modulus? Because we know that in the first and second quadrant sin theta is positive. Means what? From 0 to pi it is positive. And in third and fourth quadrant sin theta is negative. That's why it has come below x-axis. Okay. So when you simplify also, it can be simplified that way. 0 to pi sin x dx plus pi to 2 pi minus sin x dx. Simplify. Integral of sin x is minus cos x. So 0 to pi plus integral of minus sin x is cos x. So it is pi to 2 pi. For minus cos x, substitute the value of pi, it will be minus cos pi. Minus of minus, it will become plus cos 0. Here if you substitute, you will get cos 2 pi and minus cos pi. What is cos 180 degrees? Cos 180 plus 0 is minus cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So it is minus 1. Minus is there. Value of cos pi is minus 1. Plus cos 0 is 1. Cos 2 pi is nothing but cos 0 is again 1. Minus cos pi is minus 1. Minus of minus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So the answer is 4 square units. This is how we solve this problem. Now we come to the last problem which we are going to take up today in this particular session. Yes. X square by 9 plus y square by 4 equal to 1 is nothing but ellipse. We are solved with some other values of a and b. So you can just draw a rough diagram of ellipse. Okay. So let us say this is the ellipse. And the equation says a square is 9. This is the value of a and this is the value of b. A square is 9, so this should be 3, 0. B square is 4, so it should be 0, 2. So this is no doubt ellipse, but what about the straight line? We have to draw straight line. So very simple. If you substitute x equal to 0, you get y equal to 2. Means what? 0, 2, that itself is a point. If you substitute y equal to 0, you get x equal to 3. This is the point. So just draw a straight line joining these two. So basically we want to name it. See, this is the area which we want to calculate. He says find the areas of smaller region, that is the smaller region bounded by ellipse and the straight line. So the required area we can call it A, B, C. A equal to, what you do is take the equation of ellipse and integrate between 0 to 3, you get this quadrant approximately. From that you remove this triangle. So the curve is above. So we will integrate 0 to 3, equation of ellipse. What is the equation of ellipse? It is x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equal to 1. We have to get y in terms of x. So y square by 4 equal to 1 minus x square by 9. Take this 4 that side. You get y square equal to 4 by 9 in brackets 4 minus x square. So what is y? Y can be written as under root 4 by 9 under root of, this is 9 minus x square, not 4 minus x square. That is the curve. So what you are going to get? You are going to get actually OCBAO. This whole thing you are going to get. From this we want to remove the triangular area. So we will say minus, take this equation. What is the equation? And try to write y in terms of x. So we will say y by 2 equal to 1 minus x by 3. So what is y? It is 2 by 3, 3 minus x. 2 will go that side, so 2 by 3, 3 minus x. So integrate that. The limits are same, 0 to 3. 2 by 3 will be out, and we have 3 minus x dx. Integrate. So area is equal to, here we will use the formula under root of a square minus x square. So what is the formula? The formula is x by 2 under root of 9 minus x square plus a square by 2. What is a here? 9. A square by 2 sine inverse x by a, x by 3. These are the things, and outside that we have got 4 by 9. And the limits are 0 to 3. Coming to the second part, minus 2 by 3. This is a very simple function. For 3 it is 3x minus x square by 2. The limits are 0 to 3. Substitute the limits. When we substitute 3, you can see that 9 minus 9, it will become 0. So 4 by 9 outside, first term will be 0. When we substitute 3, what happens? 3 by 3, it will become 1. Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So you are going to get 9 by 2 into pi by 2. We have substituted upper limit. Now when you are going to substitute lower limit, because x we are substituting 0, so the whole thing will become 0. Here when we substitute 0 by 3, sine inverse 0 is also 0. So minus 0, minus 0. Coming to this, minus 2 by 3, 3 3s are 9, minus 9 by 2. When we substitute 0 again, it will become 0. Simplify. So here we have 4 by 9 into 9 pi by 4. Here we have minus 2 by 3 into 9 minus 9 by 2 is 9 by 2. 2 and 2 cancels, 3 1s are 3 3s are. 4 and 4 gets cancelled, 9 and 9 gets cancelled. Okay, so what is left? It is pi here minus 3. Just once verify. Once you verify, because there are lots of calculations. This is the equation of ellipse. We wrote it as y square by 4 equal to this. So 4 goes up, 4 by 9. 9 minus x square by 9, so 4 by 9, so it is 2 by 3. Yes, see, first mistake which we did is y square is 4 by 9. So what is y? Square root of that. So it is 2 by 3. It is not 4 by 9. It is 2 by 3. So this is one mistake which we did. This is 2 by 3. This is also 2 by 3. So here also, when we substitute, this is 2 by 3. Okay. Similarly, just check here, y by 2 minus equal to this. So y equal to 2 by 3. That is fine. That part is correct. Only this part we have to do it. So what is it? 3 1s are, 3 3s are, 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So what is that you are getting? 3 pi by 2. What is common? 3 is common. Okay. It can be written as pi by 2 minus 1. You can also write it as 3 into pi minus 2 by 2 square units. So please keep this in mind. Here it is 2 by 3. 2 by 3, not 4 by 9. Okay, so rest all is fine. So this is how we solve these problems. I am sure you are finding it now comfortable compared to the first class which we had. Basically, we need to identify the required area. We need to define the limits and then integrate the function. Before that, we need to draw the graph. And this graph which we are drawing, or the diagram which we are drawing, need not be exact. It is just a rough diagram for our own understanding. Okay? So with this, we come to a close. Thank you. Sai Ram.